Hey guys, it's your Uncle Cat here. Popping in to say happy Earth Day. Fallen asleep last night, which was a miracle because I am not sleeping these days. When a large earthquake happened, which we have here, but we don't need this right now. All right, we're good. Earthquake has happened and I'm kind of settling back down, and then I hear what sounds like a woman screaming for her life. So I look at my cameras. I'm kind of happy for them.
On behalf of myself and on behalf of Groot and all the other vassals of our great planet, we wish you a very happy Earth Day.
Happy Earth Day. One of the best ways we can contribute as individuals to help climate change is to eat a more plant-based diet. I hope this recipe helps you celebrate Earth Day in a delicious and healthy way.
I'm a tree hugger. I really am, even in my own house. Happy Earth Day. Let's take action so that this breather that she's got right now, we can build on that and we don't go backwards from here. We see a future where she's respected and we live in mutuality.
Hi, Tom.
Hey, how you doing, Jimmy? Nice to see you, mate.
Thanks for doing this. Tell us about your living situation right now.
I am in London. I'm living with all my pals, and normally when we do your show, we have a live audience. And
Yes.
because we can't obviously have a live audience now when we're online, I actually have my own live audience. So the laugh track will be provided by Harrison, Swain, and Harry.
Now, just to be clear, these guys have been with you for how long?
Harrison and I have lived together maybe 4 years.
No,
Harry
I mean,
and I have lived together.
I mean, as far as
in the quarantine.
the quarantine goes.
We've been together now about a month. We've been on lockdown in London for about a month, yeah.
And how are you getting along? Are there any issues that need to be worked out?
Not really, because we're all drunk all the time, so not really. No, we're
That
fine,
helps.
actually. I think we're lucky enough. We can't really complain. We have a lovely outdoor space, and the weather in London's been really nice, so we're doing fine. We're all good. We can't complain.
Are you getting things done? Is it at all productive?
But we've been doing that. I've been playing a lot of PlayStation and watching a lot of films and catching up on film history and like I said, drinking a lot. I actually said this weekend that I was going to stop drinking for a week. I was going to have a week off, and then literally Monday morning, I've got my own prop. Ryan Reynolds sent me a case of gin.
Oh, really?
So as I literally was like, this morning I'm not drinking the whole week. I'm not drinking at all. And then literally the doorbell rang, and there was a case of gin from lovely Ryan. So I think
That's
we'll have to drink
Deadpool trying to corrupt Spider-Man is what's going on here.
It says here on the box, it says, some friendly neighborhood spider gin. Love, Ryan.
If I'm wrong, correct me, but I believe you were supposed to start shooting Spider-Man in July. Is that still the plan?
I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. I was in Berlin making a film called Uncharted with Mark Wahlberg, and we were all ready to go. We went to set for day one shooting, and then we got shut down, and we all got sent home. So whether we shoot that movie first or we shoot Spider-Man first, I'm unclear. But but I don't know. But both movies are being made, and they're both really strong, and the scripts are fantastic. So whatever happens, happens. But I'm ready to play both. I mean, I've played Spider-Man enough now. I could play him tomorrow. So ready to go.
I'm speaking with Thor tomorrow, and I was wondering if you've been video chatting with your fellow Avengers.
I spoke to Jake Gyllenhaal the other day. We were chatting about doing a Peloton class together. We've been trying to get on the same bike and train together.
Gotcha.
But we've also been doing these pub quizzes, these massive pub quizzes, where we've done one with the Cherry Crew. So the Russo brothers have been involved. And basically, the winner of the pub quiz has to design the quiz for the following week.
Okay.
And I, by some miracle, won last week and had to do it this week. But the problem is with the quiz is you need to know the answers to the questions you're asking people.
Right.
And if you don't, then it doesn't really work. And basically, loads of my questions, I got the answers wrong that I thought was right. So I was asking all these people questions and I said, and the answer is so-and-so. And people were like, no. One of my questions was, who was the second president? And I'm a really big fan of Hamilton, but obviously not that big enough of a fan. Though I thought Thomas Jefferson was the second president, but that's not true at all. So I look like a complete idiot. And then I actually FaceTimed Downey a couple of days ago, and he was in the bath.
Ah, interesting. Huh? How romantic.
Yeah.
Well, I have a favor to ask of you, and that is this.
Go ahead.
My son, Billy, turns 3 years old today. We watch both of your Spider-Man movies over and over and over again. And we promised him that the real Spider-Man would come to his party. Now, of course, we were just going to hire a guy in a suit, but now nobody's coming to his party. His party is just us, and I was wondering if you'd say hello to him. I can't guarantee you it's going to register, but would you mind?
Absolutely, no trouble at all. Yeah, put him on.
Great. Who did we? 20. You're not 20.
20.
You're not 20. Who did I say was going to come to your birthday party?
20.
Who did we say was going to come to your birthday party?
Spidey.
The real Spider-Man?
Yeah.
I want you to say hi to somebody.
Hi.
Okay. Let's see who's on the screen. Does that guy look familiar to you?
Spidey.
Hey, what's up, Billy?
Is that Spidey?
Let me take this off so I can see you better.
Hold on. Let's see.
That is Peter Parker.
Hey, Billy, how you doing?
Wow. Can you believe it?
Hey, Billy, it's nice to meet you. My name's Peter Parker. I live in Queens, New York. Where do you live? You know?
We live in California.
Jane, what did you say about Peter Parker's face?
Cute.
It's a cute face. She said you have a cute face.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you.
Well, we were about to sing happy birthday to Billy. Are you going to help us with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Should we do that? Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Billy. Happy birthday to you. Thank you, Spider-Man. You're the best. I appreciate it.
Happy birthday, Billy.
Say thanks to Spider-Man.
Thank you, Spider-Man.
Thanks,
You're
Tom.
welcome. See you next time, guys. Bye, bye, bye.
Right. Hello, Chris.
Hello, mate. How's it going?
It's going all right. How you doing? How are things in Australia? Like, what's the situation there right now?
Things are pretty good here. I feel, we've flattened the curve, and there's, discussions every day and updates about lifting restrictions and so on. We thankfully, we're very fortunate. We didn't have as an extreme lockdown as many places in the world. I'm on in a coastal town at the moment, which is pretty quiet. So we're not, in a busy, populated city. I feel for anyone who is. But yeah, due to sort of, the restrictions that were put in place pretty early and staying home, things seem to sort of stabilize. So
are people over there hoarding toilet paper like they are here?
My wife was ordering a box of toilet paper like 3 months ago, and thought it was 15 rolls and ordered 15 boxes. So unintentionally, we're stocked. we can bootleg the stuff if need be, but we have 15 boxes of toilet paper there. So
That's nice. Are your kids being homeschooled over the computer right now? Or are you doing it yourself? How is that working?
Yeah, over the computer, meaning, they're watching YouTube and stuff. I'm trying. I'm failing miserably. It's sort of 4 or 5 hours of negotiation and bribery, and then maybe 20 minutes of actual work, if that. And it's also, everything's changed since I was in school. I was talking to the teacher about it, and adding, subtracting, so on. It's not quite as straightforward now. There's all these new little tricks and so on, which I don't understand. So good luck me teaching my kids.
So you are not helpful in that regard?
No, I've just relaxed into the idea that they're going to come out of this quarantine, IQ a little under par and a little behind.
Have you discovered any new hobbies or things you like to do now to pass the time?
I mean, I actually really like mowing the lawn. I got this ride-on mower a few months back, and there's something quite therapeutic about it, and it may be just a few hours of escape from having to entertain 3 kids 24/7, or teach kids. It's usually around school time that the lawns need to be mowed conveniently.
Suddenly the lawn needs a mowing. Yeah.
I'm like, honey, that lawn's growing. It's a jungle out there. I got to get to it. Sorry.
Speaking of it being a jungle out there, we always hear about how every species of dangerous animal lives in Australia and that everything there is deadly. Do you come across any animals of that type, especially when you're out mowing the lawn or around your house in general, or is that overstated?
I mean, where we are in particular, we're kind of right in amongst sort of rainforest, thick bushland. It is the jungle, in where we actually live. And often, I mean, I got a call a few months ago. We had a babysitter over looking after the kids. We were at a restaurant. She said there's a snake in the house, and sent us a video of a little garden snake that had crept in and was under the oven. The other day, I was cleaning up the garage, and I saw the motorbike helmet. And I thought, oh, it's a nice green scarf that's been shoved into my motorbike helmet. And and this is all within a second or two as I'm reaching for it, thinking this. And then as I put my hand on it, it's not a scarf, it's a python, which has found a little comfort zone. But
oh my God. Was it a dangerous snake? Do you know which ones
no,
you shouldn't?
It was like a tree snake or a python, I'm actually much more sort of, wary of snakes and so on, and cautious than my wife is. And whether you can put that down
Really?
to, yeah, I don't know whether she's like just sort of, braver or not intimidated as easily, or just an uneducated tourist kind of approach, like
Because she's from Spain. Yeah.
and she doesn't quite know that maybe that snake might kill you. I mean, not the python, obviously, but
I assume all living beings are trying to kill me.
that's right. It's just my excuse to run to the hills and tell her to remove the deadly animal.
I have to say, I think given the choice between snakes in the house and the coronavirus, I would rather have the virus outside. I really would.
Yeah.
I don't go for that sort of thing.
Agreed.
I was thinking about one of the last times you were on our show when we were in the studio and not in our homes, you were saying that you have Thor's hammers at your house. Is that the house where the hammers are?
This is the house where the hammers are. They are.
How many hammers are in the house?
There's what have I got? I got 2 hammers here, actually. Yeah.
Can you show us a hammer?
Show you the hammer.
If not, wow.
This is the original hammer from Thor 1.
Is it heavy or is it hollow?
It's got some weight to it. My kids, slowly, bit by bit, consider themselves worthy as they get older and stronger and able to pick it up. So it does have some weight to it. It was a sort of the walk and talk one. The stunt one is like foam and soft and hollow. Don't tell anyone.
You know, it'd be fun if you stand that thing up and put some of your many rolls of toilet paper on it. You could use that as a pretty nifty toilet paper holder.
This often this has a habit of sort of dancing around to different locations, and I put it on the mantelpiece. My wife puts it back in the cupboard. I'll put it somewhere else, in the kitchen. On display, it goes back in the cupboard. So I think the toilet, she might go, that's a pretty practical idea.
And worst comes to worst, you just reach out your hand and it comes back to you. Well, it's good to see you. Oh my God. Oh, you have the axe too.
Stormbreaker. That's got some
if the toilet paper situation gets tight, you could cut the rolls in half with that. Thank you, Chris. Love to the family.
It's you too, mate. Thank you very much.
Stay safe.